Hello and welcome to Round 3 Back 9 coverage of the 2024 Mary Sunshine House Classic, a Disc Golf Pro Tour Q Series event. Film crew today is Vern Weygandt and Hartford Berley. Drone footage courtesy of the Augusta drone pilots. Commentary team is Vern Weygandt and Noelle. On the card today we have Mertsch from Rosebud, Arkansas. Cadence Burge from Huntsville, Alabama. Sarah Hokom from Caldwell, Idaho. Paige Shue from Augusta, Georgia. Hole 10 is par 4 and 480 feet. Your first goal is to get up the hill with extreme elevation, and then the second thing you have to do is wind your way through these trees and make it all the way to the basket. Alright, welcome to the back 9 here of round 3 of the Mary Sunshine Classic Disc Golf Pro Tour Q Series event. Cadence Burge on the tee. And yes, your ears do not deceive you. It is raining. It's cold, there's wind, and it's raining.
What can these ladies not do, right? I mean, that shot was perfect by Paige Shue.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just making some forward progress up the hill here. Cadence's drive was very well done.
This fairway gives you plenty of options where it is tend to be one of the more forgiving ones of the course.
That's how you want to do it. Kind of be right. Let's hit that last tree, but still very close to the basket.
So smooth, so good. Nice little tap in.
Caddies are just the best on rainy days.
They really are. Do all of our players have them today? Oh, Paige doesn't, looks like, and nor does Kat, I believe. Hole 11, we've got a 534-foot par 4 with this little canal, maybe? And it just keeps on turning right with a little bit of a drop back behind the basket. Certainly one of the more iconic holes on the course. Would you call it a canal? What would you call the little, like...
Good question. I feel like I'm trying to remember what course designer Brian Shop called it. It's obviously just a little tunnel, but you don't have, it's covered as well.
Well, for now it'll be a canal. Or a tunnel. I think tunnel's better.
It was kind of there when he first came out to the course, because you had branches from different directions kind of overhanging on each other. And when we get up underneath it, you can see that he's propped them up and made that a permanent fixture.
That's awesome. I love to see everybody just going for it. It's the last day. Give it all you got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Canopy. That's the word we're looking for.
There you go.
Great shot.
Smart play.
Great shot. Yeah, great photo.
I don't know exactly what kind of trees those are. I'm hypnotized by these trees every time we come to this hole because they're the most interesting trees that you ever see on a disc golf course, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. They just kind of hang over the fairway.
And then the trunks are twisty and have interesting shapes. Great shot by Kat.
And they're still green. I love green. Nice safe up.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when Paige did her shot. It's hard to tell, but you can see where Cadence is at. There's a drop off behind this basket, and you can be faced with a gnarly uphill putt if you go too far down over this ledge.
Oh, yeah. The last day I went from a par putt in the circle to a triple bogey, all because of that hill. Bogeys aren't bad here. Bogeys are pars on this course. We'll take them.
Yep. Hole 12, par 3, 285-foot shot. Seems kind of short, but it's also very dangerous. As we get closer to the basket here, you can see that it's perched on a rock, and there's all sorts of badness behind it. Yep, Cadence goes strong at it, just hitting the gap. A Paige with a little bit of self-commentary. Ooh, did not like it. Kat with her Halo Polecat. kick could have been a lot worse.
I love this hole, and I love having this hole right after hole 11 because 11 and 12 both feel so iconic to the course.
Mm-hmm. To me, that goes into the psychology of course design. If you think about hole 10, what's your drive? You have to throw something really hard uphill, and then you're throwing hard to get at that opening of the canopy, and then something to get up to the basket, and then what do you have? A short hole, and you have to completely change your game. It's not just grip it and rip it for hole after hole.
It's so fun though. It keeps you on your toes.
Mm-hmm. How did this hole play throughout the day today?
The card before, we had all pars. A handful of pars. We had one double. Mostly pars. 2 cards had all pars.
Nice.
We love a good par frame.
Yep. Pars are like birdies out here.
Oh, yes. Hole 13, 850 par 5. We've got a Mando that's keeping you straight and to the left, and then you work your way through the trees and up the hill. Kind of got plenty of options as to where you want to go. Plenty of fairway left.
Yeah, after you get up on the hill from the flat here, it can be easy to get turned around and forget which direction you're actually trying to go.
Very much so.
Why are you doing that?
There we go.
That's shot.
Made it all the way to the drop zone.
So with this hole too, at this point the players have already done a loop and are back around where the bog is from the first few holes. So now we're doing another loop that will then bring us back across the bog for the final hole. So they're very tired at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And plenty of golf left to play.
Yeah, lots of uphillness in this course. This is the beginning of this hole is kind of a reprieve for a little while.
No.
You might be surprised to find out that you're going to hit a tree on this course, but it all depends on what the reaction is, because there's all sorts of, as you mentioned before, little fairways that lead you to the basket, especially on holes like this one.
Sometimes they can be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Because I know in many courses you hear that tree hit and you're like, oh, that was terrible, but you could actually be just fine.
They still have so much to go that there's plenty of time to recover. That was awesome.
Again, it's one of the things that Sarah Hokom's the master of doing. They're looking at that gap. She didn't have much of an opening there, but yet she threads the needle and gets significant distance up the hill.
This would be the point that I would get turned around. I feel like Paige can't even fully see where exactly she's got to shoot.
Yeah, because you're looking at gaps, and then you're looking at, okay, is that a gap that gets me the direction I actually want to go?
She still kills it, though. That's a great placement.
Mm-hmm. Good commitment. Great shot.
Some great distance.
I know it looks weird sometimes. I'm filming from odd angles. Like, why is he downhill from this person? Just from a filming perspective, something that many of our viewers might not know, that when you're filming and you're the main cam, you're literally going to everyone's live. So it's like you're almost playing everyone's game. And sometimes, sometimes you just don't make it. So like, okay, I run over here as quickly as I can and just get whatever shot that I can from this person.
So then the real question is, how many steps did you get this weekend? I'm sure a lot.
Yeah. I was averaging a little over 20,000 a day.
That is awesome.
It didn't feel awesome at the time. Wow. And that was a crank. I was wondering what that disc was. Solid forehand from Cat. Get it. Oh.
Ooh. You gotta run it, though. I love the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Great putt.
Yeah, Paige makes putts. That's one of her things that she does. So amazing.
Great putt for Sarah. We had no pars on this hole today for the women, so a bogey for Paige and Sarah should make them feel pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Hole 14, par 4, 525 feet. After you make your way through the 14 trees, it's going uphill, but that uphill also comes with the slope on the left-hand side, and you want to stay away from there. This never stops being cool to me. It's a 14.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
This tee shot is cool and terrifying all at the same time.
Yeah. Cat hit the gap, but I don't think she liked the ending of it. All 4 women hit the gap.
Love it. That was awesome.
Kat just made her own fairway. That's pretty cool. I did not even see that gap from where I was standing, but from the catch cam, you can completely see it. Great shot by Cadence. Wow.
It's amazing distance.
Mm-hmm.
There are also Mandos on the right of this fairway, but I really didn't hear of them coming into play too much.
Yeah, a lot of the Mandos that you'll see on various holes, I think are just to keep players from trying to do some sort of crazy Simon line or something like that and accidentally go into another fairway. Yeah, like you said, I'd be willing to bet that most of these Mandos did not even come into play the entire weekend.
Some of them I didn't even realize until I saw the drop zone tees. And I was like, what is this even for? But now we know. So smooth. Great putt.
Yeah, nicely done. You know, it's so interesting. The first half of the round in the beginning of the second with the rain and the coldness and everything, it's kind of one of those, can we just get this over? But we're kind of in the second wind era now, and their games are heating up. So we're getting closer to the end, and lots of cool things happening right now.
It gets exciting now. A par on this hole is amazing for these four women. Mm-hmm. We only had one other par from Lindsay Fish.
Wow. So the lead card and Lindsay Fish parred the hole.
Oh yeah. Hole 15, par 3, 360 feet. This is a pretty tight fairway, straight downhill with even more trees, if you can even imagine that. Creek plays as casual.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Friendly kick.
Good stuff, bro.
This is another iconic yet terrifying tee pads.
Mm-hmm. And you can see it. You can see the basket. It's just right there. But there's so many things that can get in the way.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, and the kiss.
Yeah.
That was a straight flying polecat right there.
Thank goodness.
Noelle, what did you throw on this hole?
I think on the last day, I just shot a neutral mid-range at it.
Alright, you go.
Which I don't really throw mid-ranges because I like to power grip everything.
Mm-hmm.
But something slow here is definitely the answer.
So does that mean you throw a lot of putters and because you don't throw mid-ranges a lot?
No, less putters. I actually bag 4 mid-ranges now. And I never really throw putters.
Hmm.
Yeah. Definitely something I need to add to my game. For holes like this.
did.
Nope.
What a par save.
Yeah. Exactly. So they're footing.
So on this hole, we actually had 2 other pars, not on our card, and then Maria Oliva birdied it. This is a great birdie, and a wonderful par for Kat and Paige with the tap in.
Hole 16, par 3, turn at 50 feet. This is a hole that you've been waiting for if you're one of the ladies on this card. This is just about an ace run. It's one on your bingo card. You're thinking, okay, this is some damage control. Here's this birdie opportunity.
That should be pin high.
Mm-hmm. I'd be willing to bet that a fair majority of the FPO got a nice birdie on this hole.
Plenty of birdies on this hole today.
There it is, babe.
Finally did it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that one's a gimme.
Yes. I'll go ahead and spoil it for you. Sarah Hokom is one of the birdies on this hole today.
Yeah. Nice.
That was rude.
That was so rude. She wanted it so bad. Wow, this basket.
Force fields are real sometimes.
Totally.
Great comeback, Cadence. I'm sure it doesn't feel great right now, but it was still a great comeback putt.
It was. So we had 7 birdies on this hole today.
Nice.
Hokom being one of them, and only 1 bogey. Everybody else parred.
Everybody gets one. Whip nay.
Hole 17, par 4, 625 feet. One of my favorite holes. As long as you can get down here by the creek, you've got 2 different options of fairways and plenty of distance to get to the basket. And again, the creek is casual.
If I'm not mistaken, those really pretty nice green trees on the right-hand side just off the tee, I think those were added after the fact because there used to be a fairway over that direction.
They also added a Mando that keeps you on the left here.
Mm-hmm.
Boink. Beep.
Smaller.
Great shot.
I think 15 might.
This hole gets very generous with the lines and the fairways it'll give you.
Kat found an old mystery fairway or something. I don't even know why that was wide open.
That was awesome.
And she got away with it. Just laced it.
Yeah, she did. That was a good shot for Cadence.
Yeah, my catch cam guy, Hartford Berley, I think that caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting her to come through that direction.
That's a good problem to have for Cadence.
Mm-hmm. Great distance off the tee from Paige here, all the way down.
I love it when they play from in the creek since it's casual.
Mm-hmm.
Get as much distance as you can. Perfect shot shape.
It's like she heard you. Distance? Yes, I'll go for as much distance as I can. Great shot from Sarah.
Lovely. Scoop. Great play.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, Paige just hits the pin there. Good bid.
Awesome putt.
Excellent putt. Holy cow. That had to feel good.
An awesome bogey recovery for Cadence.
Yeah, and there's Kat making a par putt, a par save, after hitting a tree and kicking to not a great spot. Amazing.
And then Paige playing it clean.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Great hole.
Hole 18, par 3, 310 feet. Once again, we're back across the swamp bog area, these little creeks, and we're going right up to the basket on top of this rock. This is an amazing finishing hole. 310 feet, but it's got to play a whole lot more because there's tons of elevation.
Very nice shot.
Pretty much. I think it would help with the wood chips for sure. Dude, that is so nice.
Do it.
Oh,
Get there. Get there.
wow.
Yay!
Yay!
That's a champion throw.
That was amazing distance. Made it on top of the rock.
Yeah, essentially just parked this basket. It blows my mind to even fathom this.
So awesome. I'm just glad I get to watch it.
And a great way for Kat to end this tournament, too. I mean, looking at the scores, I mean, I hope it's not too much of a spoiler to say she's probably going to come out okay and on top. Unless she turned around and started throwing backwards or something.
Yeah. She has absolutely demolished this course all 3 days.
And that's kind of that's an exclamation point at the end of the sentence to just park this basket.
Good up.
Mm-hmm.
You hit the yeah, you sat.
Yeah, Sarah tried to ring it up.
This is one of my favorite shots.
Amazing.
Such a good birdie. We also saw a birdie here from Maria Oliva. Killing it.
I feel good. Tap tap in, Paige. Paige. Tap tap. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Got my turf. Oh yeah. Little baby.
Winner of the 2024 Mary Sunshine House Classic, tearing the course up, owning it, defeating it. Kat Mertsch!
Yay. Okay. Speed?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Alright, I'll do speed. I personally really like the course. It's very close to being perfect. I can't wait to come back and see what work is going to be done on it. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Intima Perks and Recreation, Drive Bags, Christie's Dive Disc, Ace Run Roasting, and Swatch. And I'm excited to get my turkey for the year. So,
Yeah, Kat's turkey she's talking about, she won Mary Sunshine, she won Hub City Halloween Open and the Myrtle Beach Open, all in South Carolina.
On fire.
Shout out to Paige Shue, too, for shooting the hot round, +6, 980. Thanks for watching, guys.